How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the newest episode of Cowboy Cast. I am your host for today, Bryan, and with me I have the boys as usual, Dan.
What up?
And Jimmy.
Hey.
How we doing, boys? How we doing on this wonderful Sunday?
Good to be here.
Yeah, good to be here. I'm glad you could be here, Dan. in your home. Oh man, dude,
Didn't think you were gonna make it today.
Yeah,
I know. We were waiting on Dan. We were like, where the hell is he? But yeah, man, we got a good amount to talk about today. We're going to be discussing some of our favorite anime movies, maybe some interesting ones. We got a couple other things to talk about first, though, because there was some big news on, I think, Thursday, and Nintendo did their Direct, and they decided to drop the cast for the Mario movie, the animated one that's being done by Illumination. I think that's the studio behind Minions and stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, the cast seems very interesting. We got
pretty great.
Yeah, so everyone was like, okay, so Charles Martinet's gonna be Mario, and all of a sudden they were like Chris Pratt, and everyone went,
or Star-Lord.
What? And yeah, so Chris Pratt as Mario. What are we thinking about that?
The cast in general just kind of makes me feel like they're going for a comedy vibe, and
you got Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not invested in terms of like, don't let me down, because I had no expectations at all. So if they're going this route, I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, I guess we'll see.
To be honest, before they announced it on Thursday, I had no idea that they were making a Mario movie. I honestly had no idea. And then just Miyamoto comes out and he's like, oh, I want to talk about the Mario movie. I'm like,
as you all know, the Mario movie.
It was top secret.
I'm like, wait, what? And yeah, so they casted Chris Pratt as Mario, which is, odd choice, but they obviously picked him for a reason, so we'll see. They also have Anya Taylor-Joy, who was in Queen's Gambit.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good pick.
Yeah.
I feel that'll be an interesting pick. So
Luigi,
Charlie Day.
Wait, hold on.
Charlie Day is Luigi.
I forgot it was gonna be an animated. I was like, Chris Pratt's a lot taller than Charlie Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Charlie Day is Luigi.
He's neurotic, so that.
I dig it. I don't know, right?
That'll be cool.
Feel like that'll be pretty funny. Yeah. And then we got Jack Black as Bowser.
Awesome.
Dude, hell yeah. Come on, dude. Jack Black's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like he'll bring it for he's Claptrap in the Borderlands movie.
Yeah.
So
they made a Borderlands movie?
Yeah,
they
finished wrapping it up, I think, already.
Really?
So now it's just in like post-production and they're doing special effects and stuff like that.
Wow.
But yeah, no, they got Kevin Hart's Roland.
No way.
Yes. He's like one of the tall, like he's like pretty big and
Roland.
He's a tall leader in the game, and then you just got Kevin Hart.
Oh my god.
As Roland. But yeah, so Jack Black is Claptrap in the Borderlands movie, and now he's Bowser in Mario. That's
I'm
two
excited
different.
for that.
No, I'm excited too. Again, I feel like he'll be excellent. He can definitely. He's a funny guy.
See Bowser starts singing randomly.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I wish.
Is this HD?
Yeah.
He's gonna start singing about like your princess being in a different castle.
Now this one caught me off guard because I just wonder how they're gonna do it. But we got Keegan Michael Key as Toad.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to just envision Toad's voice coming out of Key's mouth.
I will say,
I don't know.
That's a pretty good choice, just because he makes a lot of random noises on his regular skits,
and he could definitely do long rambly things, which I could see Toad doing. Not that I've heard Toad speak much, but I can see it.
You never played like Mario Sunshine or any of that?
Oh, through the text, yeah.
It's just random noises. He doesn't. I don't think he actually talks. I think it's just random noises he makes.
I think he does have dialogue, but I never hear him.
It's little.
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
I think that one will be solid. Him and Jack Black, I think, will just tie the movie together.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned it before, but we got Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Bruh. What in the world is this movie going to be, man? This is going to be wild.
I can't wait to hear Donkey Kong laugh.
Yeah. That'll be perfect.
And
I don't know about perfect, but it'll be something.
But where's James Franco? Seth Rogen doesn't act unless James Franco's
Well,
around.
I think they're not really friends anymore.
Yeah, no. There was like some allegations with Franco, and Seth was like, "No, I'm not gonna."
Really?
Yeah.
I think the last time I saw them was like Pineapple Express.
Yeah. What was that? Also sexual allegations or something?
I don't know.
He was just like, "No, that's not cool."
Yeah. No. Immediately, Seth was like, "I'm not making moves with you anymore."
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, you can see I live under a rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we got a couple other cast members in here. We got Fred Armisen, who he voices Cranky Kong, as you got pulled up right now. So
yeah,
Cranky Kong's in the movie. That's cool.
I forgot they're our Kong family, right? What was the guy on the bike? What was he?
The guy on the bike.
Yeah, he was like the biker.
Wario? Are you talking about
no?
on the motorcycle?
I think he was like a Donkey Kong family member, but he had like a bandana on his
Funky
head.
Kong.
Maybe it was Funky Kong.
Yeah, right. He's like you're talking like a motorcycle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Not
Okay.
right. Yeah. I think it's Funky Kong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
But I don't. They didn't officially announce that Funky Kong was going to be in the movie, but they did Cranky Kong, and then we got Kevin Michael Richardson, who's the I can't see it on the
wizard.
Phone. Yeah, what's the wizard's
Kamek?
name? Yeah. So we got the Kamek in there, and then Sebastian Maniscalco, right?
Maniscalco? Something Italian.
I'm probably fucking it up, but yeah, I don't know. He's Spike. Is that what it says? Yeah. So yeah, he's Spike, which I don't know where Spike's from. I don't know which game.
Me either.
I don't know if it's a Koopa.
I think he's one of the I think he's one
like
of the Bowser
Minions
kids.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the Bowser kids.
I'm not too familiar with Spike, so I'm not sure. And then of course we got Charles Martinet in the movie, but he's only going to be as special cameos.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah. No, he's like not voicing Mario at all, I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know if that's 100% confirmed, so I should correct myself there. But what is confirmed is that he will be in the movie, but as cameo, like special cameos. So I don't know if maybe because like Wario and Waluigi wasn't announced, like they didn't have voice actors, so maybe he's just going to be like voicing them real quick. Like maybe they'll be in a scene, or because Charles Martinet voices a lot of characters in Mario. He literally does Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi.
Or plot twist, it zooms out and it's just actual Mario voiced by Charles Martinet playing a Mario game.
Oh, but dude, there's some crazy theories so far. Like people are wondering if it's gonna mix like real life and animation, because Miyamoto said that it was an animated Mario movie, but I mean, there could be some real life aspect, like SpongeBob did it. SpongeBob did the, David Hasselhoff scene. Yeah. So we don't know. Maybe it's going to be some like crazy plot twist, and I don't know. So, but very, very interesting cast. There's a couple. The only thing that doesn't fit a little bit for me is the Chris Pratt choice, but I don't know. Maybe he's got some secret Italian accent that he's really good at. Or I have no idea.
He's gonna break out the good old Boston accent.
He at least has like comedic chops, so that'll be good.
But I gotta have a little faith. Obviously Hollywood chose him for a reason, and Nintendo kind of has to agree. Like I don't think they
have to.
They wouldn't give him the go ahead. They're no joke.
Anything.
You know what I mean? Like Nintendo isn't some small company. They're big, so I would imagine that they gotta be like, "Hey, this is okay," or "No, do not."
Absolutely,
do this. You know what I mean?
They are very strict with their property.
So they said yes for a reason.
Yeah.
Watch them make a bad movie, and then all those actors disappear.
So Guardians of the Galaxy 3, they had to stop production. We need to find a new Star-Lord. I'm excited. I want to have some faith for it. And speaking about having faith for a show, I actually just showed the boys the Cowboy Bebop live action opening. They just released it yesterday, and there's a little bit of speculation about it. Netflix adaptations have a little bit of a bad rep.
Yeah.
And but we watched the opening, and I like it.
It looks pretty solid.
I think it looks really solid, and I like how everyone looks in the show, their outfits. Some people complain that they're not like a 1-to-1 copy, but I think I like that it's not a 1-to-1 copy. Like I like that they kind of changed up the outfits a little bit, because some certain outfits in anime can't portray to live action.
I was gonna say there's only so much that like a human can do for like an outfit. If it's an anime outfit, odds are you're not going to be able to replicate to exact detail for a live action movie.
I mean, it doesn't matter because Ein's the star of the show. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, no one else matters.
Good old Ein.
It seems like they're at least trying to make it their own a little bit, probably also to temper expectations, change it up a little bit just so people aren't directly looking for it to be an exact copy of the show, because then it's, you know, a lot more comparison and expectations than disappointment.
Yeah, and then I said it earlier before we started the podcast, but the director or one of the directors or maybe the story writer said that it isn't a exact one-to-one like copy, but instead it's kind of a continuation of their story. So I don't know if it's going to be like kind of an alternate reality or alternate like a parallel universe, or maybe like, I don't know exactly what they're going to do, but they said it's not going to be one for one. It's going to be a little different because also I pointed out that Ed isn't in the opening sequence.
Yeah.
But once again, the director said that fans of Ed will be very happy and pleased when they watch the series. So obviously he's hinting that, you know, she's going to show up later at some point or something. But yeah, I want to give it some hope. And I think it looks really good. I've been kind of excited about it ever since they showed the teaser posters or like the official posters.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, it looks good.
John Cho's a great actor too.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I have full faith in him. He's very good at acting.
It is one of the only live action things I'm excited for, because so far any anime adaptation that did live action did not end up well. They did a Full Metal Alchemist one. Terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Death Note.
You didn't like Death Note, bro?
I didn't watch Death
No, I
Note.
didn't watch it either. Yeah, it looked horrible, and apparently it was.
Who was
one of the like fucking Wolf Brothers or whatever? I think it was a Naked Brothers band actor.
Well, it wasn't like the demon what's his name?
Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, wasn't it William Dafoe?
Which that's cool, but
so you guys didn't watch it at all?
no.
I actually did.
Yeah?
And
was it?
you know, it was
It was?
it was. Like, okay, so it was I'm not a very like big critique. Like if I watch something, I'm like, okay, this was all right.
It was a show.
There's not many shows or movies that really turn me off, and I'm like, wow, this is really terrible.
Yeah.
You know, but the Death Note movie wasn't like amazing. The live action one I'm talking about, it wasn't amazing, but I will say William Dafoe was really good as Ryuk.
Yeah.
Really awesome. Like just the way he delivered lines and acted. I think it was a perfect fit, honestly. You know, it was
that's
great.
the only reason that I wanted to watch it, because I was like, oh, his like voice is perfect for that too.
Yeah, because you kind of get like that Green Goblin, you know,
Yeah.
Spider-Man 1
Yeah.
kind of, you kind of hear it a little bit. He's
Yeah.
like evil. I don't know.
William Dafoe
just got
a
that.
great actor.
Yeah, he was in a video game recently, 12 Minutes too. So
Really?
Yeah. So he's doing some nerdy property. Yeah.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Who else was in that? I can't remember her
the
name.
girl who played Rey.
Yes.
Daisy Ridley.
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What, Ray from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And Tom Holland, I think. No.
No.
Shit, who was
Tobey Maguire.
it? No. Maybe not a Spider-Man.
Oh my god, I can't remember because he's like part of the main. He's like one of the main characters as well.
I could just look it up.
Yeah.
And what's it called?
12 minutes.
12 minutes.
It's a game?
Yeah, it's a game that came out like a month or two ago, and it's a very heavily story driven game, but the choices that you make heavily impact how the game.
I love
ends.
games like that.
But now this isn't a spoiler because this was in like the trailer for the game. Like this is the whole point of the game. Apparently, the guy that you play as, like when he dies, he gets set back 12 minutes. And he and now you know what happens next. So your choice,
game.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's one of those where you kind of keep looping back, and
you can change your choice
choices make like
James McAvoy.
There you go.
I don't know. Maybe
he was in X-Men. He played Professor X in the newer ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So they got some pretty big names.
Yeah.
I always like when games put actors in their games, but I hate when they capitalize on those actors.
Well, they gotta, because they gotta pay them a lot too.
Yeah. Well, like I forgot what game it was that Norman Reedus was in, and like they only focused.
Death Stranding.
Maybe, and they only focused that he was in that game, and I'm like, that's cool that he's in the game, but what else do you have in the game?
Oh, they didn't tell you shit until like it was out, basically.
Yeah, all you knew.
What's it about? Yep.
Yep. Yeah, all you knew that was Norman Reedus, and he was carrying like a fetus. It's like, what is that?
Reedus and the Fetus.
It's oh my god, Reedus and the Fetus, nice. Actually, my buddy just played through Death Stranding, and he said he really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
like he said the first couple hours are a little like dragged out, and you're kind of like, all right, what is this going to be about? But he told me that there's just a certain point in the game where it kind of starts ramping up a little bit, and you're like, okay. and he finished it like a week ago, and he was like, it was good. Like,
nice.
I'm not even not good. I'm like amazing in his eyes.
Is it only like a PlayStation? Or
no, it's on PC as well on Steam.
It's on PC now?
Yep. No, it's been out on PC, but actually they just released the director's cut on Friday for PlayStation.
Yeah.
And then I think it's coming out later for PC.
not for Xbox.
No, Death Stranding was a PlayStation exclusive. And then they came out on PC like a year later or something.
I hate like PC gamers because PC gamers get everything.
Oh yeah, that's why I got my PC over there. I got my PlayStation there.
Every exclusive for Xbox, it's like PC's like, yeah, we got it.
This is why I have everything.
You know what's funny too is Final Fantasy VII Remake was a timed exclusive. I'm doing air quotes here. Timed exclusive. So it's like, all right, what's it gonna be, like a year? Still hasn't come out for Xbox.
Well, that was like Red Dead Redemption. Xbox and PlayStation got Red Dead Redemption, and PC had to wait like 6.
Yeah, which
6
is weird
months.
because PC is, Microsoft also for the most part. Windows is Microsoft, so I don't really get it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how it works either. It could be just
Legal.
like
or
maybe legal
maybe
reasons.
maybe there's more stuff that they need to add to it to let it run better on PC. Because I know like obviously PC has a lot better graphics than Xbox and PlayStation.
It can, yeah.
Yeah, it could be like on the dev side as well. Maybe they're just maybe just making programming the game for a console is a little bit easier than PC, so maybe they just need more time. I don't know. I'm not a game developer. If you're a game developer and you want to tell us the reason behind it, let us know, please, because we know nothing.
Pure speculation.
But yeah, other than that, I watched the first episode of Star Wars Visions, which is Star Wars anime.
Yes,
essentially.
looks very cool.
And the first episode was called The Duel, and was
there a duel?
No, it lied.
I saw one max.
They lied. There was no duel. But the art style and direction for the first episode was really unique, and I don't know if I don't think I've ever watched anything like it, where the animation was almost manga and animation combined.
Oh,
and
I know that type of art.
It looked really cool. Like everything, the whole episode was black and white except for the lasers and lightsabers.
That's nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So literally, anytime they start shooting the battle, like the rifles, the blasters, it was like red or blue, whatever. And then
that's how you know which team they're on.
The main guy in the episode, when he pulls out his lightsaber, it is like just bright red, and everything else is black and white. So it just
So he's a good guy.
It just.
It's a red lightsaber. I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know. You're gonna watch the episode and find out. But yeah, the art style was so cool. I only watched the first episode, but I've read that it's nice to space them out because most of the episodes are just lightsaber fights. So it's like you kind of get like tired out real quick. Like, okay, here's another lightsaber fight. So I've been told to kind of space out the episodes, like watch 1 or 2 a day and like kind of absorb it.
I'm gonna watch
like
all of it.
Just binge it.
You could.
And you know what the thing is? Apparently they're like short episodes. The first one was only 13 minutes long.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. So they're not crazy long length.
That might
episodes.
be the fastest fight in anime history.
Right. Yeah.
Oh come on, One Punch Man.
Oh true. Yeah.
So, but yeah, no. First episode was amazing. Really loved the art style and direction. So I was like, wow, it just looks so cool. Like it was like someone was flipping a manga page like back and forth.
Oh, wow.
Like you know that trick. Like
Yeah.
you remember Captain Underpants? Like you'd flip the page back and forth. And it was like punching.
Oh, God.
It's like that, but a million times better.
Okay.
And you're
That's
just
cool.
like, what? Yeah.
Like
so,
flipbook style. Like if you ever made like on a
like
sticky notepad or
Yeah,
whatever.
there you go. That's a better example.
Okay.
If you just took like a giant notepad, like 10 feet high, and just like started flipping through it, that was like,
That's cool.
yeah, really, really cool looking.
I'm excited to watch it.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know when this is going to come out. I can't do math, but probably by then we would have finished it.
Yeah,
Well, what episode is this? Like 4?
I don't know.
This is
5? 4?
no 4.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. One of
Go
those.
check your calendar. Too lazy.
Yeah, but it's actually, speaking of what like numbers and stuff, officially almost a week ago we released our first episode onto multiple streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple, iPodcast? What is it? Is it just Apple Podcasts?
Apple Podcasts, yeah.
I didn't know if they did that, the whole i thing. I was thinking of iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
iPodcast?
Yeah. Well, I was like, oh, Apple always iPhone, iWatch, whatever. So
they dropped it. They dropped their pride for this one.
So yeah, we have our first episode out for not even a week, and we have over 100 listeners already. So
which is awesome.
Which is
Very
really
cool.
awesome. So future us talking to you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and
Absolutely.
now on to 1,000, and I can't wait.
Hopefully.
But yeah, hopefully
Just never hit it.
He's at 900.
Yeah,
No, that was it. You peaked it.
it was literally like Friday, and Dan's messaging us in our group chat, and he goes, "Guys, it's at like 96 right now.
Yeah.
it's just not moving."
I was edging.
It just refresh every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, all right, damn it.
We released that on what, like the 20th?
What?
The episode we released on the 20th?
Let me see.
Because that was a Monday.
Monday was the 20th?
Yeah, today's the 26th.
So, yeah.
probably-
Okay.
Yeah.
So we released it a full week ago then.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
So yeah, we're excited. We finally got it out there, and everyone's listening. We have some great reviews so far. Everyone really loves the episode, and I can't wait.
So they say.
Hopefully they're not lying.
I like the feedback
All right,
that we're
buddy,
getting.
come on. Yeah, but I guess now that we got some of the small things out of the way first, we can finally get to our main topic of this episode, and that is, what anime movies do we love, enjoy, that we put up on a pedestal as some of the best movies, or maybe just some movies that we find very interesting and rewatchable.
Rewatch value is definitely big for what I chose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. I definitely, when considering what anime movies I picked, I definitely chose, like, one of the things was definitely rewatching it, but also the story, of course, for the movie, whether it be like the symbolism or maybe just the action. Maybe the action was incredible, but I'm going to put you on the spot, Jimmy. You go first.
All right.
Yeah, what movie do you want to start off with?
So did you ever see Naruto Shippuden Bonds?
Ooh,
I don't know. I know you've never seen it,
I've
Dan.
never watched Naruto.
Yeah, I know you've never seen it, but have you seen it, Brian?
Now, this is the problem with Naruto. There's just like Dragon Ball, they have like 15 movies. So I've seen a couple of Naruto movies, but I don't know if that one sounds familiar.
This is the one with that like kid who's a doctor, and they have it's when like flying was put into Naruto.
Ooh,
they had that nation that could fly, and
no, I've not seen that one.
No?
I have not seen the one flying.
As a Naruto fan, you should go watch it.
Okay,
it is fantastic. It's one of my favorite Naruto movies, and I could put that in any day and just watch it.
Now, explain to me, Jimmy, why is it fantastic?
Yes,
what is it about the movie that is fantastic?
Well, just the storyline is really cool. It's been a while since I've watched it, but I could still pick out like parts of it
like
that
key
I
moments.
love. Yeah, like the one part I love the most is they have I forgot, because it's been a while since I've seen it, so I forgot how they're able to fly. I think it was their chakra they're able to input to the wings.
Yeah, I never knew they flew in Naruto ever.
Well, they had like special
machines.
Special machines. Like they had like jetpacks pretty much. Like
and they self-powered, I guess.
Yeah, it was like chakra powered, and they fly around, and after a while they have to go back because they run out of chakra and they have to rest up.
Pretty weak.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever even like heard of flying in Naruto. Like I don't remember, at least.
I mean, like now there's like some flying in Naruto now because they have like they have like gods in Naruto that they're fighting that can do whatever they want pretty much.
Or the characters are so strong now that all they do is just
float.
jump. No, they just jump and float, fly like 5 miles before they land it. You know what I mean? Something ridiculous like that.
But this one I love it just because I like Sai. I know like Sai is indifferent between some people. I like Sai. I think he's really cool, and you actually get to see him like really shine in Naruto Bonds.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because half the movie is aerial combat, and Sai has the beast scroll, so he could just paint a bird,
just like hawks, eagles, whatever.
So the whole entire like half of the fight is him fighting by himself in the air.
Oh, okay.
And like after a while, he's just like, all right, I got no chakra left, I'm out. And then he's like, it's up to you guys now. And then because they had like the whole planned out of everything.
It's just that typical trope, like, all right, main character, your time to shine.
Yeah. Actually, no, that's the best part though, because the main character wasn't even in there. He was on a separate mission. Like Naruto was in a separate mission. He's still in the movie, but he's like far away. You don't see.
Who is the main character of Naruto?
Oh, you'd be surprised. It's actually Sasuke.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought you were gonna say Naruto. Like you'd be surprised, but it's actually Naruto.
You'd be really surprised, but it's the ramen guy.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Okay.
God.
Did you? Okay, so this is like off the topic, but I have to actually. Did you ever see the conspiracy theory that ramen guy is actually an Uchiha?
Oh my God! No, I did. I haven't seen that theory. That's crazy.
That's why I was like, that's why he never opened his eyes because he has
He just had the most. He has the most powerful like Sharingan.
He has the Rinnegan.
He's been hiding in the shadows this whole time, just making ramen.
Well, that's why everyone says his ramen's the best because he has the Sharingan to make the best ramen.
Okay.
So he just low key puts a genjutsu on you, and he's like, "My ramen tastes amazing. You'll come back tomorrow."
Yep. Yeah, no, that movie though is just solid. You get to see like the main, you don't even get to see like the main character shines, but you get to see all the side characters shines as well. Like my boy Shikamaru, he gets to shine real bright in that movie. I love Shikamaru. He's a very like. I don't want to say slept on character, but he doesn't get to shine as much as I'd like to see him.
Okay.
Because he's like, you know from watching the
yeah,
anime.
he's the
genius.
Giga Brain
Yeah.
of the show.
Yeah.
He's like, I know exactly what's gonna happen, and well, maybe not exactly what's gonna happen, but he just comes up with like the perfect plan to defeat whoever they're fighting.
Plus his
Shikamaru.
jutsu is just super cool. Like he can strangle people with a shadow.
Sick.
Which I don't know why Shikamaru was never brought onto like the like Black Ops or the what are they called?
Anbu?
Is it? Aren't they like the Black Ops?
Yeah,
Right? They're
Anbu
called-
Black Ops.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what Sai was.
And because like if it's starting to get to like dawn or dusk, he'd be like unstoppable. All the
Yeah.
shadows are at their longest, and
It's just
you know what I
'cause
mean.
he has to stay still when he's using it. That's why.
But that's what I mean. He'd be hidden. That's like perfect.
Yeah, I guess, but like, it's one of those like he needs support characters to back him up because if he's by himself, as much as I love him, if he's by himself, he's gonna get his ass beat.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a support.
Stay
characters.
right there.
Yeah, pretty much like don't move. I gotta stand still for a while.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because he needs the support characters to like keep them distracted, keep them at bay, and that's why in the movie he had Sai doing all that while he was getting everything set up.
Fair.
What about you, Dan?
Let me see which first one I got on here.
You want to guys go in like a circle?
Yeah, sure.
We can do that. Mhm.
Okay, I guess I'll talk about Koi no Katachi, A Silent Voice.
I want to watch that.
Yeah.
You keep talking about it and you make me want to watch it each time.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. Okay, so it was based. I got some notes here. Based on A Silent Voice by Yoshitoki Oyama, who also wrote To Your Eternity, which is really good. I don't know if you watched that yet. Really good. Rip your heart out. Very cool.
Sadly, all the anime movies that I have on my list are a little bit more mainstream. There's a couple oddballs in there, but there's definitely like a lot of the movies that Dan picked out that he mentioned are more like romance or slice of life movies, which I haven't watched a lot of. So
I want to.
So sadly, me and Jimmy are not gonna have a lot of feedback here. But
I'll tell you all about it.
I'm very interested to hear. Maybe it'll intrigue me to go watch it sooner than later. So Dan.
Yeah,
the floor is
so
yours.
I'll give like just a little synopsis, hopefully not much of a spoiler. I think basically what I'm going to say is kind of in the trailer or the first couple of minutes. So show you the main character is going to kill himself, but wants to tie up loose ends before doing so. He wants to make amends with Shoko, a deaf girl he bullied in elementary school, leading him to be a social outcast and be bullied for the rest of his time in school. So the movie kind of just revolves around their, reconnection and relationship and just personal growth on both of their ends. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably make you cry, like most of these on my list, but very good. Highly recommended.
Yeah, I definitely need a little bit more emotional anime movies and shows, honestly, because everything I watch is just like action and killing, whatever.
Have you guys like noticed? Like I don't know, like when you watch a regular movie or like a regular show, like you don't feel the emotions you feel when you watch anime, or at least I don't. Like anime gets me very emotional.
Yeah, there's
some parts. Yeah, there's some parts where it's like, wow, this is really hitting deep right now.
Yeah, definitely more often.
Like My Hero is big for that.
Oh.
Like the scene with Mirio.
Oh, the character moments. Yeah.
Yeah. Like so big.
Well, no spoiler in case somebody.
Yeah, like, I don't want to spoil it. I know some people that haven't watched My Hero, but I'm just gonna say, like, yeah, it's just
the only other thing that kind of made me feel anything was Infinity War and Endgame, Avengers.
Oh yeah. Very good.
I don't have to. If it's been 2 years, but I won't say if you haven't seen it. But you know what I mean. If you've watched it, if you know.
I went to the movie theater and there's a kid hysterical crying in front of me. I felt so bad. I was like,
because you kept laughing at him.
There was definitely
a loser.
Oh my god. I went to like the 11:45 showing out in Tanger Outlets.
Oh, okay.
And,
that's where I went.
Oh yeah. And definitely towards the near when Endgame at that scene, there was a lot of sniffles. I could hear some sniffles in the theater. I was like,
yeah,
don't do it, Bryan. Get back. What's the from?
Get back in there, too.
Yeah, Cloudy with Chance of Meatballs. Like, get back in there, you. And he like sucks the tear back up. He's like, don't cry.
I watched a 10-year-old kid cry, and I'm like, child just got shattered in front of me. Loser.
He doesn't understand. He needed to learn somehow.
You need to know pain.
Yeah. I was gonna say something. Never mind. But so Silent Voice, definitely recommend, Dan. All right.
Yeah, very good. What about you?
All right. So I'm just gonna get one of the basic movies out of the way first, and I'm gonna go with the Dragon Ball Broly movie, the newer one, 2018. 2018.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna get it out of the way, just because I have a couple other ones that are a little bit more unique, but I figured I'd get the more mainstream one out. What can I say, man? Dragon Ball Super Broly, when they announced the title of the movie and that Broly was coming back, come on. How are you not going to get excited for this movie?
Yeah.
Broly is a fan favorite, probably up there in like the top 10, maybe even top 5 for some people.
Oh, yeah.
And what a spectacular way to come back. The animation was awesome. Mm-hmm. They tried a little bit different animation style this time around. I think
I liked it a lot.
It was
really
very clean, really fantastic. I love the scene. I think what I really liked the most was like the close-up scenes. Whenever you got close up to Broly or Goku and Vegeta's face, I felt you kind of got like the really like detail. I don't know if detailed is the right word, but it was a very like
cool shading style,
like a shading style with the outline.
Mm-hmm,
the outline. It was kind of like bold. It's very hard to explain, but it was different from just like watching Super on like the TV show.
Yeah,
but then again, also it's a movie budget, so it's a little bit higher production quality and all that stuff. But awesome fighting. I mean, like the first half of the movie, was a little bit more story based, and they actually gave Broly like a personality. And
I was going to say, I like that movie because every Broly movie that's ever came out before that, Broly's always like super super skinny. There's like no really background to him. It's just he hated Goku because Goku cried a lot.
Yeah, it was pretty weak.
Yeah, this one like at least has a story now.
Yeah, they definitely gave Broly a little bit more, they flushed him out a little bit more, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
coming from a Dragon Ball fan. I know you probably felt the same way, Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
And you, Dan.
Yeah,
we're all big Dragon Ball fan. I don't know.
You watch Dragon Ball?
Yeah. I mean, I got this little tattoo thing. Yeah. I was considering putting it on my list as well, but I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure it's going to be here anyway, so we could talk about it anyway. But yeah, I do like what they did with Broly's character, because just for me, his backstory was so weak, and he was still, up there in my list of favorite characters, even though his backstory was so goddamn lame. But now, they made him a cool, sympathetic character, very OP, like super OP. I feel like more so than even original Broly. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because now his motives aren't just because Goku is crying and that's why I hate you. It was actually it was more or less he hated Goku and Vegeta and whoever else because it was the influence of his dad. Which again, I really like that they involved him more. Like his dad, his dad was. He traumatized him, or maybe not traumatized, but he obviously affected. Yeah, that's the right. I'd say that's the right word.
And they did kind of get betrayed too and sent off.
Yeah.
So the motives were a little more like understandable.
I will say, not to I'm not gonna spoil anything on that movie, but I just love that movie because of what Frieza gets. Because he just gets everything he deserves. He deserves.
Yeah. He gets slapped up. Yeah.
I mean,
not much of a spoiler. He gets slapped up. For a while.
at least it got like a solid
about an hour. Yeah.
There was a moment where it was at this moment Frieza knew he fucked up, and it just goes.
Frieza, highest defense in the game.
As much as you hate him, you had to feel bad for him for a second. You're like, oh man, that really sucks.
But yeah, no, Dragon Ball Super Broly. For the first hour, like really good. I think they build it up well, and again they build up the story for Broly really well, and then once it picks up and they start fighting, that's it. The rest of the movie is just all action, and the animation looks looks really good.
They gave him a waifu.
Yeah. Oh no, Rule 34.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
I swear that hit before the movie came out. It just they ran away with that one. But
oh man,
good for him.
Yep. So I mean, Dragon Ball Super Broly, awesome movie. Definitely go watch it if you haven't seen it, especially if you're a Dragon Ball fan. What are you doing? You've probably seen it already. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So Jimmy, what's your next movie?
My next one, it's actually my final one because I'm sure the ones that I have you're going to talk about too.
Okay.
So the next one is a Broly movie as well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's the second Broly movie. That was Second
Coming. You
Second
said, right?
Coming, yeah.
Oh, the Family Kamehameha one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one, I love that one. I don't remember anything from that movie. I just remember the Gohan and Broly fight scene, and that's what made me love that movie.
Okay.
Because that, like, you got to see Gohan, even though he's getting the shit kicked out of him for a while, you at least got to see him, like, hold his own and, like,
be useful in that era.
Exactly.
Where he wasn't really too much.
Yeah. Like, he was being useful for, like, granted, he was a punching bag for a solid fight. Like, for a half fight, he was a
trend with
punching
Broly.
bag. Yeah, but to, like, be able to keep going, and he was just, what, like, basic Super Saiyan? Yeah.
I don't know if he went 2 even.
No, I think he was just basic Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
I thought he went 2.
Yeah.
I thought when he was, I mean, this isn't really spoilers because, again, this movie
that
was old.
Yeah, this was out what's
sorry if you haven't seen this movie, but we're going to talk about what happens. But yeah, even though it's pretty much what happens in every Dragon Ball movie or show or whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty sure when he's fighting Broly in the lava area environment, I'm pretty sure I remember Broly's like on top of the mountain, or he's like on top of some giant hill, and he's only in like the normal Super Saiyan form. He hasn't gotten like berserk, like the berserk mode or the legendary Super Saiyan form yet. So him and Gohan were fighting it out, and I think Gohan powers up first, and I think he goes Super Saiyan 2 because this is Teen Gohan, adult Gohan.
Yeah,
sorry.
adult Gohan.
This is now he's like 16 or 17, however old he is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he powers up. And then Broly's like, all right, fine, I'm going to go into legendary form. And you're like, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
You fucked up there, Gohan. You should have kept it
at
that
another
level.
one? You got a 3 in? No?
No? Okay. Yeah, he's like, well, you fucked now, kid.
Yep.
As much as I love that, though, I always think it's dumb when he takes Videl around. Because, like,
it's a liability.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like, it's your girlfriend, but she has no power.
Right.
If someone comes after her, you got to protect her because she's going to die.
And you're a whole lot weaker than Broly, so...
No, exactly. Like, if Broly decided, like, I'm going to go kill your girlfriend right now, you'd be like, okay, I'm sorry I brought you here.
Right.
I'll try to wish you back with Shenron.
just the way you're like, okay.
That was too funny. Can you fly away, please?
Not fast enough.
Because even wasn't Trunks and Goten there to, like, protect Videl? I was like, what are they going to do?
Right.
Like, you can barely keep up with him.
Did they fuse in that movie?
Think so.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
I was gonna say it's been a while as well, but
I feel like anytime Trunks and Goten were together, they always fused.
Yeah,
I don't think there's ever been like a Dragon Ball episode where they didn't fuse.
But
really.
at the same time, I don't know if they fused yet at that point because they could. I don't know if they made the Broly movie before they learned fusion from Piccolo, or if it was after. I'm not
I think
sure.
It would have been before then. Yeah,
right.
Because wasn't Gohan away while they were?
Yeah,
because you know why? Because Gohan didn't use Mystic form in the Broly movie, so it was probably before they even learned fusion or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so that's even worse. You have two basic characters.
2 kids. Yeah,
you have 2 children.
Yep.
I wonder, that would be a very interesting matchup. I would love to see that. Gotenks versus...
Oh, he'd be
because Gotenks knows Super Saiyan 3. Yeah. So Super Saiyan 3 versus
Broly?
I'd be interested
I feel like he'd get destroyed pretty fast, though.
What?
I feel like Broly would destroy Gotenks pretty fast.
You think so?
Yeah, you think? Even Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks?
I'd think so.
Because they defeated him all in... It seemed... I thought it was base Super Saiyan, but Super Saiyan and maybe 2... And, assist with Dad. They defeated him like that. So I think Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks could have bodied him.
Well, because think about it. Because Gotenks couldn't really beat Boo. Like Kid Boo. He couldn't really... Or was it Kid Boo?
No, he fought Super Boo.
Yeah,
and Super Boo was like... I think he was even stronger than Kid Boo. I think, right?
Power level, yeah.
Yeah, and they could barely stand a chance against...
No, I think he did pretty well against... He was just doing it for a dramatic effect.
Oh yeah, true.
And then he ran out of time.
And he ran out of
Yeah.
used up too much energy.
Yep.
I feel like it's always the thing with them. They always fight.
Yeah.
And like, oh, they're doing great. It's like, you're whatever.
Well, I mean,
time's up.
that's an exception because I mean they're kids, so you know they're like, hey,
Makes sense.
But I don't know, man. Fusion just gives you a cocky attitude.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good movie.
It is.
Definitely, again, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you've probably watched it. But if you haven't, what the hell is wrong with you? Go watch this movie.
Yeah. 100%.
All right, Dan.
Actually, before we go, I have a question, Dan.
Uh-huh.
So with Broly, right?
Which one?
So the new one, the newer Broly. So he's stronger than Super Saiyan God.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yep.
I mean, they had to scale him up.
He's stronger than Super Saiyan Blue.
Well, that's what I meant. Yeah, Super Saiyan Blue. So he's stronger than Super Saiyan Blue because they even like had a difficult time with him when they were fusioned.
What? Just base and Super Saiyan?
Well, even Super Saiyan Blue, they had a hard time with him when Goku and Vegeta fused. They still had like he was still holding.
He was slapping him up. Super Saiyan Blue, he was like.
You got to understand as well. They weren't trying to kill Broly.
Oh, they were.
Until the end, it seemed like it was like
because they used that power.
Kamehameha.
Well, didn't they use that one power that like if you have any bad in your
from
body,
the Janemba movie, the Soul Punisher.
Yeah,
and they're like, all right, checks out, he's good. But then that Kamehameha, that would have probably killed him.
The only thing that I'll defend that for is because I think just in their head they're like, we got to go all out against this guy because obviously he's like ridiculously strong.
Yeah, maybe they didn't think we'd kill him. Who knows?
I personally think that like I don't think Goku would want to kill him because he'd want to keep fighting him.
Yeah.
Vegeta on the other hand, maybe
possibly,
you know.
Yeah.
But I think that they were just trying to. I think they were just trying to
put him out of commission,
beat him, knock him out, like beat him up as much as they can without. killing him. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
After you said that, I'm just picturing them hitting him with the Kamehameha and killing him. Like I didn't think that was gonna kill him.
Oh no.
Hey Shenron,
that's Soul Punisher. That hurt him, right? Yeah. No, he was bad. He was real bad.
Hey Shenron, help!
Oh no. Yeah.
So going back to you though, Dan.
Alrighty, let's see. Switching gears. Okay, yeah. I'll talk about Kimi no Na wa Your Name, which was written and directed by Makoto Shinkai, who did 5 centimeters per second, which was very good. Weathering with You, also very good. And this one was interesting because a movie they had done prior was Garden of Words, which was pretty good. It had a little bit of a weird theme because it was a high school dude and then like a businesswoman in her 20s. It was a romance between them, so a little odd, but good movie. That didn't perform too well, so they didn't have very high expectations for Your Name. So the budget was kind of low. But it ended up with a box office of around $370 million US, which is phenomenal. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. So just a little summary of that is Mitsuha, a countryside girl, wishes to be a Tokyo boy in her next life. She's just kind of bored of the countryside, and she wakes up in Taki, the other main character's body, and just kind of goes between, back and forth, and them learning about each other, and I won't say much more than that for spoiler reasons, but very cool movie, definitely touching as well.
Is that the? I'm trying to think. Is that the poster where
yes,
it's got like the rainbow shooting star graphic, right? I've seen it at Anime
probably
NYC.
Meteor, yeah.
Right? Is that the one I'm looking at?
The tattoo that me and Jen got on our hands are from that.
The poster has both of them like looking in the other direction. Is that the movie?
I believe.
I think so?
I'll pull it up. I think that's the one.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of ads and posters and stuff for that movie.
Yeah, it's definitely regarded as, one of the top anime movies.
Like recently, right? It's not that old, right?
2016.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not that old yet.
Yes.
Yep, I can see it right now. Yep,
that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I see that every day.
Like everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep. I swear, you see it everywhere.
At least once a day.
I was gonna say, at least once a day I see someone posting something about that picture.
Yeah, very good. So yeah, me and Jen got the what they scribble on their hands, which is "I love you." I don't know how exactly they wrote it because I don't know kanji or anything, but we got that how they wrote it on our hands.
Dad's like, I think this is what this means.
I hope so. I sure hope so.
He's like, I just got whatever.
You're going to Japan in like a couple of years. I'm like, You got that tattooed to your head. Do you even know what that means?
Soiled underwear. Oh, shit.
Yeah, people come up to you like boxers.
Pull the picture from the movie just to play it safe. So whatever it is, it's directly from that.
The guy who made that movie was just trying to prank everybody.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
I was like, what the hell is Sakura doing? Yeah. All right. Anything else? Or
No, that's it for that. Because I don't want to go into spoiler territory because, it's still, I'm sure there's people who haven't seen it. And
Like me.
I definitely, yeah. Yep.
Like the guy right next to you.
Yeah.
and me.
And next to me. Yep.
All right. So I guess I will bring up the next movie, and that is gonna. I'm sure this is what you were talking about before, where it's I'm gonna just bring it up again, get it out of the way.
Some overlap.
Demon Slayer.
Yep.
Yeah. I knew what you meant.
I figured,
Demon Slayer. Mugen.
Mugen Train, yeah.
Mugen Train. I'm just gonna get it out of the way again. Came out only a year ago, or actually this year. I'm sorry. 20.
Yeah.
Well, for us it came out this year, but
Yeah,
it came out last year. Yeah. I know.
Jesus
I know,
Christ.
bro. It came out.
This year's going way too long.
I think it came out in February.
Yeah,
Or was it
sounds right.
early March, late February, or
Around there.
somewhere. But it came out last year for Japan, so technically it came out last year first. Again, what can I say? Demon Slayer has been probably one of the biggest animes in recent history, and probably all time. I think it's made a crap ton of money. It surpassed Spirited Away in box office revenue.
Yeah.
It's now like the highest grossing anime movie.
5 something, I think it's at.
Yeah, this show / movie has surpassed so many barriers, not boundaries. It's surpassed so many limits. I keep using the wrong word. It's broken a lot of records.
We know
It's good.
Yes,
It's good.
Brian, just say the anime is good and move on. But yeah, like what do I even say about it? The animation, awesome.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned it in the first
story.
episode. They had
The
some
3D.
CG in there.
Yeah.
Whatever, but it didn't look that bad.
No.
It was only for like the demon.
It was for 30 minutes of the movie, pretty much.
The movie's pretty recent, so I'm not gonna spoil it too much. But there's obviously a demon in the movie, so that's not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Wait, is
so
I'm gonna have to rewatch.
This one almost ended up on my list.
How'd you miss it?
I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I just watched it for the trains. I'm a big train connoisseur.
Yeah, this one almost landed though on my list, but I think just the ones I put on my list have more rewatchability for me. And especially considering they're adapting this and putting it in season 2.
Yeah.
They're 6 episodes they're making this, and then they're doing an episode leading up to the train. So they're going to readapt it as well. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to rewatch this movie.
That would make a lot of sense because Crunchyroll just announced yesterday that
Wait, they're
adapting it.
Yeah, Crunchyroll just announced that on I don't think exclusively on Crunchyroll, but they are releasing. I think October 10th is when
the Mugen train arc.
the train arc comes out, and then the next story arc after the movie or the train arc is coming out in December.
Yeah.
So that would make a lot of sense if they're going to do like 6 episodes or 6 weeks leading up to that.
Yeah.
That actually makes more sense because I was like, why are they putting it so far away from each other?
Right.
It's like so weird. But
Yeah.
if they're doing like
An episode
like a Resurrection
beforehand.
F.
Kinda,
Like,
yeah.
they came out Resurrection F, and then they incorporated it into the show.
Yeah.
So
They
just to
won't
catch
fuck it up
people
with the animation though.
Yeah, no, yeah. But yeah, no, that's actually interesting. That makes a lot of sense now.
It's funny because it was gonna be on my list, but I was like, I know Brian's gonna pick it, so I'm gonna leave it off. But last night I actually saw a clip from the movie. Again, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to spoil it. But I saw a clip from the movie. And I'm like, I'm sad again.
Yeah, it has all the emotions, bro. It's got you're excited, you're happy, you're sad. It's got like the whole 9 yards. Again, we said it a million times, but animation's great.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you hate Demon Slayer, right? The story, the characters are really likable.
There's got to be people who hate it. Contrarians, they're like, I don't like it because it's popular.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you only like Demon Slayer because of the artwork and it's so good. The storyline sucks, though." And it's like,
It doesn't though.
yeah, like it's not like the greatest storyline out there, but it's still a good
Definitely
storyline.
very solid. Yeah, it's very serviceable story. Yeah,
Because I know like a lot of people I talk to are like, "Oh, you only like it because of the artwork." Like,
it's a
it doesn't have
shonen though. I don't know what they're looking for exactly.
Yeah, every shonen is pretty much the same.
Yeah, there's definitely some some comparisons you could draw between all of them. You know, it's a shonen.
Every new shonen you can draw a comparison to.
Yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, like they're all pretty much the same for the most part.
I love shonen just because, again, the shonen has pretty much the same story arc. Like in every series that comes out, it's like, oh, here's the hero. The hero is going to surpass his limits and beat the bad guy. But they always make it slaps every time.
Yep. Oh, how are they going to do it this time?
Yeah, that's true. They do switch it up a little bit, but
makes it easy to compare.
It's got they just put the bulletin board and they were like, okay, we need these 4 components.
Fights this guy and he gets this power up.
We need to. What's the book where you just fill out? It's like a pronoun or an adjective, and you just fill out each page. They're just like, okay, they put out like a storyboard, and they're like, all right, so
Mad Libs,
and they put, all right, so this is the character's name, and he goes and powers up and defeat. All right, what are we gonna put for the? You know,
I feel like a thing. Shonen is the chicken tenders of anime. You know, it's just the kid who goes to every restaurant and gets chicken tenders.
There's some spicy chicken tenders. Bro.
Sometimes they do the Nashville hot. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what else I can elaborate on Demon Slayer. Just fantastic movie, animation's great, story's great, really good. All that stuff. Just like Dragon Ball Broly.
Yeah,
both of them awesome.
That's why I'm excited for Jujutsu Kaisen, because they're coming out with a movie, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait for that movie because it's coming out. Isn't it coming out at the end of this year?
Yeah. I think it's supposed to come out in December. But I don't know if that's. Yeah, I definitely would love to. We gotta go see
an outing. Yeah.
I don't know if the date is for Japan or if that's worldwide.
Oh, true.
You know,
that's true.
I don't know because they didn't clarify it.
It could be worldwide.
When it comes out, we should set everything up in the theater.
And then also,
bring all the equipment. You're not allowed to shut up.
Did you have another movie listed, or you said you did?
I mean, I was going to talk about My Hero.
I was was going to bring it up next.
That's why I was like, I'll just wait for it.
I only was going to bring it up because the third movie is coming out soon as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The what is it called? The
is this the one that you're talking about where they're wearing like their black suits?
Yeah, because apparently someone is like imposter, like they're impersonating. Impersonating.
Is this going to be canon?
I have no idea because the other movies
are they canon? I don't think so.
Well, I know the last movie wasn't canon because of the ending, because of how it ended.
Was that the one where Deku and Bakugo were fighting someone? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I know that, and I got pissed.
That was sick, though.
That was so good, and they should have kept it canon. It would have brought everyone so much closer, and they didn't. It gets me mad each time.
I guess. But before we continue, I guess we're going to include. We're just going to talk about My Hero right now, just to clarify. I guess we could talk about the first and second movie.
I never saw the first movie.
You didn't see the first one when they were on the island with All Might's. Was it niece? Right? Isn't it his niece?
I don't remember.
Right?
Was
that uncle, or whatever?
Was that the one?
That's what I call him too, though. So I'm not.
Uncle. Yeah, that was the one where it shows like some of his backstory, right?
Yes. Yeah. In the beginning sequence, he's like in Silver Age.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that part was really awesome. But yeah, so we might as well just get the My Hero out of the way as well. We got to get all the mainstream ones out. But yes, both the first one, which I think was called Two Heroes? Or I think the recent one's Heroes Rising.
Yeah.
And then the first one was like
Two Heroes, maybe. Yeah.
Right? Wasn't it?
I'll look it up while you talk about it.
It's got heroes in the name, but yeah. Again, what can I say? Shonen anime. Probably a lot of budget put into it. Looks great. Animation's awesome. I'm a big My Hero fan. I thought both movies were incredible. I would say that the second movie has a little bit better animation, or I think they just kind of pulled off more stuff that just looked a lot better. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about towards the end. I'm not going to say anything, but you know,
Two Heroes.
Two Heroes? Yeah. Okay. So I was right. Cool. Yeah. Both movies, fantastic. Love them. Typical shonen, like, oh my God, they're beating the hero, powering up, you know, all that kind of crazy shit.
Yeah. The formula.
Yeah. Just like we talked about the formula again, but fantastic movie.
You guys got any others?
I do have a couple more, but it is your turn technically.
Okay, I'll
the My Hero filled out your turn. Jim.
I'll throw out my last one then. So the last one is The Wind Rises, and this one's by Hayao Miyazaki, which most people know from Spirited Away or My Neighbor Totoro, Princess Mononoke. This one, it was loosely based on this novel from the 1930s, The Wind Has Risen, and this one was a little contentious because it kind of comes off as tone deaf. The main character designed the Mitsubishi A6M0 fighter plane that was used in Pearl Harbor.
Oh,
yeah, it was a plane engineer. And I just got a quote here from The Verge. It was a 2014 article. The Wind Rises is a sympathetic biography of a man whose work contributed to Japan's brutal campaign of imperialist aggression during World War II. So that's kind of where the controversy came from, that one. But watching it, you know, and Miyazaki himself was very anti what Japan did in World War II. He thought it was like foolish and arrogant, so it wasn't supposed to come off like that.
Mm-hmm.
But basically it's about a plane engineer. He grows up being very influenced by this Italian engineer. What's his name? I have it right here. Giovanni Battista Caproni. Oh, let me talk about the cast real quick.
I was like, Giovanni and Batista in this. Wait a minute. He just comes.
Real person.
Batista bombs out of nowhere.
We watched it in English, and the cast was pretty banger. It had Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the main character, Jiro Horikoshi, Emily Blunt as Nahoko Satomi, the love interest, John Krasinski from The Office as Hanjo, his friend and coworker. Stanley Tucci was the Italian plane engineer, and Martin Short was his boss. So very good English cast, which normally for Miyazaki movies, you know, they get pretty good A-listers. But I like the love story aspect of it. It does end up a little tragic as well. I won't really go into it much, but it is very good. I can see where the controversy would come from, but for me, it didn't look like the engineer was like, oh yeah, I'm making it for this purpose. It just seemed like he wanted to be an engineer, and it ended up being used for that. Because even in one of the scenes, he was like, hey, what if we just didn't have the guns on it? It would be a much better plane. And they were like, okay.
What?
Yeah. So yeah.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, it was very good though. Very good. I would definitely recommend it.
You have to send me a list of all these.
Yeah, yeah, got it right here. I can send it over. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I don't know how many more movies you guys have. I have like two.
That was it for me.
Oh, I have like 2 or 3 more.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
just bang them out.
Yeah, no, I pulled out a little bit of a list.
I just have those 3, pretty much.
Yeah.
So the next movie that I have on my list is called Paprika.
Oh, okay. I've been meaning to watch that.
And Paprika, yeah, exactly.
Was that the one that was very similar to Inception?
Well, Dan, you are correct.
Yeah.
But Paprika came out 3 years before Inception.
Right.
And so I have the plot here from Wikipedia. So this doesn't really spoil too much. This is very basic summary. So in the near future, a newly created device called the DC Mini allows the user to view people's dreams. Again, already looking like Inception, but again, it came out first.
Right.
The head of the team working on this treatment, Dr. Asuko Chiba, begins using the machine illegally to help psychiatric patients outside the research facility by assuming their dream world alter ego / other personality called Paprika. Chiba's closest allies are Dr. Toratoro Shima, the chief of the department, and Dr. Kosaku Tokita, the inventor of the DC Mini. So that's like the basic summary without spoiling like anything else. So basically she's like a dream detective. So she goes into people's dreams to either, well, the machine's supposed to be used for good, but then like some things happen. And again, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's basically like Inception, where the machine kind of goes into the wrong hands. And now they're trying to like, I don't remember if Paprika is trying to get out of the dream world or the vice versa. It can be a little confusing because but that's like the whole, it's like a psychological thriller / story, because it's like, oh, what's reality and what's a dream? Like you don't know what's what.
Yeah.
And very cool visuals in the movie, really unique. There's the one famous scene where the guy like puts his hand on her stomach and his hand goes inside and it like rips her in half.
I've seen that gif before.
Yeah, it's not bloody or anything, but like the guy like pulls her out of the dream like figure of her and actually like gets the reality. It's a really cool scene. Cool. I don't know if that's a spoiler. Not really, because if I'm sure you've seen
if it's a circulated GIF.
Exactly. Like that. It's just because of the visual. It's because of the visuals that happen in that sequence, and that's why everyone's like, "Whoa, this is like really creepy looking."
Yeah.
But yeah, Paprika is really good. definitely a little like when I watched it the first time, I was like, bro, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, psychological.
Yeah, definitely. Really good though. If you liked Inception, you'll probably like
Didn't
Paprika.
watch it.
You didn't see Inception? Really?
I didn't like it.
No?
No. It was just I don't like movies that make you think too much.
Like,
it's just like
That's why we watch shonen.
well, exactly. So I don't have to think.
Oh,
listen,
boy.
there's a hero. They defeat the villain. They power up. All right.
People get
This
punched.
is good.
Check.
Yeah. I've been really getting into more shows or movies that kind of. I'm really looking more for like the story or like something unique.
Yeah.
So Paprika was really cool. I do have another movie, like I mentioned, and this one is called Jin-Roh. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No.
I believe it came out in 1997 or 8 or something, late 90s movie.
Okay.
And again, I have the summary here. The story is set in alternate history Japan in the 1950s following the atomic bombing and subsequent occupation by victorious Germany rather than the Allies of the country at the end of World War II.
I've heard of this.
And the post-war recovery. It focuses on Kazuki Fuse, a member of the elite Kerberos Panzer Corps, a metropolitan counter-terrorist unit. Fuse confronts his own humanity when he fails to shoot a young terrorist who they trap in the storm water wells. She detonates a bomb in front of... This happens in like the very first scene, so this isn't spoilers. So she detonates a bomb in front of him, but only kills herself. The incident damages the reputation of the unit, and Fuse is reprimanded. He visits the ashes of the dead girl and meets Kei, or K. It's like K-E-I, I think. Kei, who claims to be the elder sister of the terrorist, and they develop a friendship. And then basically he's trying to like make amends to her, like trying to do right, but also he's like, I don't know if war criminal is the right word. I don't know if war criminal is the right thing, but they're like kind of like the secret.
They look at him as dishonorable action.
He didn't do his job, so they're like, how can we trust you to keep working?
Right.
And now he also is trying to
bang the sister.
yes, he's trying to redeem himself for Key as well. I believe. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong, so I apologize. This movie you have to watch twice. Because there's a lot of things after you watch the movie that you'll pick up on the second time, and you're like, "Oh, okay."
Okay.
It's got a lot in there, but again, really unique story. Very, I wouldn't say gory, but it's very bloody because the guys have power armor suits.
Okay.
I forgot what the suits are called, but they heavily inspired. Have you ever played Killzone?
Haven't played, but I've seen
So
the commercials.
Killzone is actually known for kind of ripping off the design of what they look like in the movie in Jin-Roh. It looks very similar, like the Killzone. I don't know if it's the enemies. I forgot what they're called. I'd only played like the newer one.
I never played it.
I don't know. Anyways, getting off topic. Oh, now I forgot what I was talking about.
The blood and the
yeah.
the
Sorry.
suits.
Yes. So they're carrying like M60s, like huge, like machines. So they're like,
Okay.
and they're, you see like everything, like the bullets are flying through people. They're like, it's really, really violent in that sense. But again, it's like visually, you're like, holy shit! Like the again, this was a late '90s movie, so it was like kind of at the peak of drawing and digital like combined. So it looks really well. Definitely, I don't know if it'd be a movie for you, Jimmy, because it makes you think a lot. You're like, wait, what's happening? Sorry,
Yeah.
no offense.
Yeah, no. If I have to watch it twice, I don't know. That's like Inception. They're like, you have to watch Inception 3 times. It's like,
So those are like the two oddball ones that I don't know if a lot of people have watched, but I would definitely give those a watch if you're really more into like the story, or you kind of like trying to solve out what's going on. You're like, oh, who's on whose side or what's happening here. The last one that I'll bring up is Princess Mononoke.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
And I actually just watched this recently for the first time.
Okay.
And I mentioned earlier in the podcast that I really love symbolism. Like, I like when things connect and they actually have a meaning. And if you've seen Princess Mononoke,
Yeah.
you know that the story is like, oh, the humans destroying the earth,
Yep.
and then the protectors, because the movie has like forest guardians and like spirit. That's like, very Japanese culture. Like, oh, you pray to like the forest spirit, and so that you get, good crops or good whatever. And obviously you've seen. Have you seen Princess Mononoke?
Nope.
So
Yeah.
you mentioned it before.
There's a dear God. Oh, dear God.
Oh dear God! It had to be one of them.
Yep.
No, and again, this was around the time I think it was 97 it came out, or late
right.
90s I think.
Right around that. Yeah.
And again, peak like digital art / actually hand drawn animation looks amazing.
Yeah.
Story is fantastic. I loved all the characters. All the characters were very like likable / like relatable, I guess, if maybe that's the right word. I don't know if I would use
Definitely well written.
Yeah, no, definitely well written. Fantastic movie. If you haven't seen Princess Mononoke, definitely go watch it. Like 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 10 out of 10. There's like nothing wrong like that I can pick out about the movie.
Yeah, it is very good. You know, I do like Miyazaki movies, but I don't think I put them on the same pedestal that some people do. You know, some people, every movie that comes from Miyazaki, that was just, that whole list is their favorite movies. I'm not quite there, but a lot of them are very good, and that one is phenomenal.
When
I was considering putting that on my list also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I say 10 out of 10, I'm just kind of specifically talking about like in the Studio Ghibli universe of movies. Like Princess Mononoke is it might be my favorite.
Yeah.
Out of all of them. What's it called? One of the other, just as a quick like honorable mention, I really like Castle in the Sky. Have you watched Castle in the Sky?
I didn't watch that one, no.
Very Castle in the Sky is a very fun movie. It's very like adventurous. I would say that. I think that's a really good word to use because it's just a simple like boy meets girl movie, and they try to go find the castle in the sky. As the name of the movie implies, and definitely would recommend watching it. I think if you sit down with Jen and watch it, you guys.
I think she may have watched it. I'm not sure, but yeah,
definitely a movie I'd recommend. It's like a very family friendly movie too. Like you could sit down with your family and watch it. And I think it's a very fun movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just my quick honorable mention of
Nice.
Castle in the Sky. But that's it. That's it. I ran out now.
All right.
So
Yeah,
that's it for me for movies. And I don't know if there's
Same.
any other honorable mentions that you can think of.
Too many. Yeah.
Too many?
There's too many. Yeah.
Well, that's why it's an honorable mention, because you're just mentioning it.
Yeah. A lot of the ones you mentioned were like Princess Mononoke was definitely up there, and then the Mugen Train and Broly. Those were right there, but I was like, no, I'll choose these.
He's like, Bryan and Jimmy will talk about it. I'm not even going to bother.
Yep. So yeah, that's it for me too.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Okay.
All right. So that'll do it for another episode of Compact Cast. Thank you for listening. If you can, mention it to other people. Try to get us some more listeners.
We might as well mention we have Twitter and Instagram now.
Yes.
We do have those. We are, was it at Compycast, right? Just
let me double check. I think one of them is pod. One of them is just regular cast.
Yeah, on Instagram, it's just Compycast.
Okay, and on Twitter, it's at ConpyCastPod.
There you go. So we do have some social medias now. So if you want to give those a follow and a share, we'd really appreciate the support. And I'm looking forward to more future episodes.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Bye.